Okay.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling. Hello, everyone, or whomever may be watching. This is Laughter is My Self-Care. I'm Sheila, and my guest today is my beautiful sister, Sarah. She will be a frequent guest, if not a co-host, soon enough. So you know the drill, or maybe you don't. It is a certain number of topics each. So this is a bit of a mini-sode. We're going to do 4 topics each. So Sarah has 4 topics she's put in the vessel. I have 4 topics I put in the vessel. Neither of us know each other's topics. And we're just going to have a little chatty poo. And that's it. That's how the game goes.
By the fire, fireside chats.
Oh, hi-hat.
That was a hi-hat moment.
I forgot to mention we are by the fire, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Fireside chats.
As my guest, you get to go first inside the vessel.
Okay, so sorry. How does this work? Like, do I ask you the question first, or I just pull it out?
You pull it out,
and then
we just
we both
chat
talk
about
about the
what's the
same
topic.
thing? Okay.
Go for it. I'll
All
start
right.
the timer.
I'm not going to look so that I don't know which one is yours and which one is mine.
I like folded some of
It's
them
just
and
like
didn't
whatever
fold
is
some of
coming
them.
out. Oh shit, I can tell already by my handwriting it's me.
Oh shit, are you nervous? Yeah, I totally am.
Oh man, what a one to start on.
Okay, I love it already.
Okay.
Go.
Here's the situation.
Oh, it's situational. Sarah.
You're dead.
Oh god.
And you're going through the tunnel
Oh,
to the afterlife.
okay.
In the tunnel, first of all,
Is there ice cream?
credit to my buddy Jeff, because this is one of his corporate questions. So, you're in the tunnel between death and afterlife, and what 3 things would you have to turn around and see on the life end of death?
Yeah.
What 3 things would make you go back
To light?
to life, not including people?
Ah,
You can't
obviously.
choose your family.
Okay.
Wait, then it's not even a conversation.
Okay, alright.
So,
So mundane items.
not husband, no kids. What are you going back to life for?
This is possibly in the dopest question I've ever had category. I'm giving it a full restart on the time. Okay. This, you presumably already know what you would do.
Actually, no, I didn't end up answering the question.
Oh, well, the time is now.
It's too hard.
Okay, it's too hard.
I think Jeff answered it though.
You have to answer. Okay, so, well, I'll just go with what my instinct was, which is first off, maybe like a beautiful view. So maybe like the mountains.
Oh, I did answer the question.
Something like that.
I just remembered.
The mountains. I don't even know if that's like. Did you say the mountains?
I said nature. I said like trees,
like something.
a field,
Just like a beautiful
nature.
spot.
It's totally what I said.
And just somewhere you can like chill and enjoy. That would be one thing.
Okay,
I would go
100%.
for.
I said the same thing.
Many views, but I think the mountains would be like maybe Banff. Something delicious, possibly a poutine.
I also said food.
We'll just. You want to
my
ask Sarah?
favorite foods
Are
exactly what
Did
I
you say?
said.
Favorite foods. So you didn't specify.
So now I can't remember, but like in the moment answering right now, of course it's going to be foods. And yes.
Mine's gonna be a white pasta pomodoro from Italy.
Okay, that's uber specific. I love it. I'm very into your pasta love.
I think poutine. I'd be like, what if it's not the best
But
poutine?
there's so many things. Like a delicious crisp apple would just be so good to taste.
From our tree in our view. That would be great.
No, but like so many good. I think there's so many good foods. If you want to come back for like that,
I'm
taste.
gonna die. I'm about to die. Let me look back.
Look at that honey crisp.
Look at that red delicious.
I'm not coming back for a red delicious.
Did I make a mistake?
Sorry.
Should I be walking back? For
It's
red
obviously
delicious?
a honey crisp.
I think I need.
In
I
my
think I
world.
would need white pasta pomodoro. But yes, okay.
But she was coming back for starch.
Oh, this is so. I mean, okay, in an awful like way, and just as like my only other thought is like maybe like a cave of wonders that just has like jewels everywhere and gold everywhere that I could be like, and just like
the Little Mermaid.
something like that. Well, more
She has her treasures.
think more real treasures, not forks.
Forks.
I'm not coming back for a corkscrew. that was at the bottom of the ocean. I'm coming back for like
You don't want Eric's statue?
the like
No? It's not gonna do it for you?
Spanish dowry is what I would maybe come back for, which is so I don't like that answer about myself, but it is what it is. Okay, because I couldn't put any people or dogs.
So like, I will steal this from Jeff because he had done it. My buddy, one of his was like having like access to his cloud. So like having his phone and his cloud to have like all his memories, have his photos and his videos, which is still like peoply related.
That's sweet.
But he was like, I'd want to have access to those memories.
Oh shit. Okay, time's up, and there you go. Okay, my turn. First of all, amazing
3
question.
minutes of fireside chats.
Okay, I think this is another one of yours. Damn it, that's gonna suck. 2 in a row. Embarrassing story. An embarrassing thing.
Yeah, I said something embarrassing, but like embarrassing funny. Like I don't want to cry at the end of this. Like
Don't tell me your
funny
deepest,
that has
darkest
happened.
secrets.
Yeah,
Just make me
just
clown.
Keep it light here.
Just be the clown that you are. I don't want to get into it. I only have one like embarrassing story that like besides our childhood that is full of embarrassment that I don't think this audience needs to know.
We shall slowly warm you up to it.
If you like every 3 months ask this question, then little by little you'll get to know my childhood, which is deeply embarrassing. But I did walk around a department store once with my skirt tucked in my underwear for a long time, and nobody told me about it. And it was like bottom tucked into top.
We're talking like a free-flowing skirt.
No, short skirt, bottom of the shirt.
How is
tucked
that
to the
possible?
top.
What is material is this made of? How did you not feel that?
It's not like it wasn't a jean skirt. It was like a flared skirt.
So there was some loose material happening.
Loose materials, and like nobody told me that I saw it in the.
And it was tucked into stockings, or was tucked into
bare
undies?
But at least it wasn't.
And we're talking
thong
G.
It wasn't a G string.
Full ass.
Somewhere between full ass, like somewhere between what I'm gonna be wearing at 80 and what I'm wearing G-string wise. like
cheeks.
It was a cheeky
cover
check. Yeah,
cover cheeks.
Thank goodness I have a nice ass. There was no problem.
That's true.
But yeah, that's basically. Oh, did we start the timer? We forgot it.
We forgot the timer, but also my husband's texting.
Okay, so that was mine, and then I was like, guys, why didn't you tell me? Everyone saw me at the department store, and it was like. I would say, like, you have to be embarrassed of the situation just because that's not, like, normal. People aren't normally doing that.
Sure. That's not even, like, so embarrassing, though.
I know.
Although our mother, like, if somebody were to open the stall and see her in the washroom,
it would be like
the end of the world.
It would be the all-time most embarrassing thing.
She would crawl into a hole. You'd see her a few months later. There would be no...
Not that I
no coming back from that for her.
I did. There wasn't.
Whereas I'd be like,
when I worked one time somewhere where I worked, they found a camera in the bathroom stall, and it was
you hear stories of that. That's so.
But I wasn't embarrassed. I was more like,
oh wait, you went to the washroom in this stall.
I went to the toilet many times in that stall.
At a place where you worked?
Yeah, at a place where I worked, and then later it was found out there was a little peeper. A little peeper. In a little camera.
That's messed up. Do you know what the fallout was?
No, I don't think they found a person.
I've heard of stories like that, but I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
But I wasn't embarrassed, because I was like, that person...
No,
there's nothing
that's just anger.
I was just like, oh, that's gross. Why do you want to see people taking a shit?
Yeah.
Not that that's what I was doing.
Of course not, because you don't shit.
No, right. Above it all.
I'm above pooping.
Alright, what was yours?
Wait, I'm going to actually tell two. One is something that just happened to my husband. So Josh was went to DC for work recently, and he's at a bar, and this like 20-something came out of the washroom and had a huge long toilet paper coming out of her top of the pants situation, like right out of a movie. Again, I don't actually get how this happens, but in any case, really long. And so he's calling her, and she thinks he wants to hit on her, or at least this is how his interpretation was, because he's like, hey, sorry. She fucking totally ignores him, and she's like walking right by, and he leans forward and goes, sorry. She turns around and death stares him, And he's just like, I just want to let you know you have toilet paper coming out the back of your pants. She turns around and finds it, pulls it out. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, cheers. Like,
oh my God.
I'm actually not trying to hit on you.
That's the nice person I need in the department store.
100%.
So good to tell her.
Josh, he's Aussie.
So she didn't do it on
They don't
purpose.
bullshit. They'll fucking tell you when you've got your pants in there. Yeah, no, I don't know how long it took her. She's like unraveling.
I would like to do that as a social experiment, though. Maybe we should hit the streets and do it where we do
walk around the toilet paper coming out
and see how many people tell us you have a train of toilet paper.
I think more people would tell you than you think would. That's my guess.
We should have stakes on it, and we can do like an over-under situation, and I would bet less than 2 people tell me, and I think you would say probably more than 4.
Well, I've won the last bet, so I'll take it.
Oh my God, and we didn't pay up. What
You know who the only person who paid is?
Justin?
Yes! Justin! And I wrote him back, I'm like, I'm not taking your money.
100% you're taking the money. I'm gonna make
It's still pending in there. I do need to. Anyway, okay. And my son's paid me too. I'm collecting all my bets. Okay. What embarrassing thing? Wait, I put it in. I was going to say something. Oh. Okay, I hope I don't butcher this story. I have a knack of putting my foot in my mouth on a regular basis.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I do. I have a recent one, which I think I've told you already. But anyway, I'm at a work function, and one of the people on our team, who's like fairly junior, new to the team, is there with her husband, who I've met once, really nice couple. And I end up sitting at a table with a bunch of different people, couple colleagues, and this woman's husband.
Yeah.
The husband says, we're talking about summer camps. We're talking about sleepaway camps. It's like the end of the summer. Or no, it's the beginning of the summer. People are about to send their kids away.
Okay.
So, yada, 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 the sleepaway camp, blah, blah, blah. And he's on the other side of the table. We're outside. It's a loud function. I don't exactly hear what he says. He's clearly just said something about a sleepaway camp. They have 2 kids. I get the gist that he's talking about a sleepaway camp that he used to be at.
So you
and I think my colleague, one of my colleagues on my side, could tell that I had a little confused face. She says he and his wife met at a sleepaway camp. Oh. And then I say, "Oh, are you hoping to send your children there one day?"
Okay.
And he's like, "Well, no. I mean, it's a pretty specialized camp." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so you don't want to send them?" At this point, my 2 colleagues at the table are they can't even breathe. They're laughing so hard. Their faces are red. One of my friends is like tearing up looking at me.
No.
I've clearly missed something. And then when she catches her breath, she says, he says, sorry, because no one can breathe. He looks at me and goes, "Well, it's a camp for kids who have cancer."
Oh no. Oh my goodness, no.
So I feel terrible. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I missed that." And then I say, I said, "I am so sorry that you met at that camp." Because I'm thinking, "Oh my God, that's terrible. They met at the camp. Like,
they both had cancer.
Do I not know that my colleague had a childhood cancer, and now her husband does too?"
Oh my God.
And then now at this point, my other 2 colleagues, one of them stands up, walks away, can't even take it. They're rolling on the floor. Amy, my friend Amy, is like bawling hysterically, and then she looks at me. She's like, "They were just working there." This guy
hates
me, could not continue a conversation. I'm thinking, I put my foot in my mouth very, very frequently, so I'm used to having to get myself out of these conversations. So I'm sitting there, I have no way out. Like, I've just doubled up on this situation. I couldn't hear. So I turned and said, I couldn't hear. Let's change the subject. Who has something else to talk about?
Oh my God.
Please save me from this. That's what I said. And then someone else brought something up. People are like, "I don't know how to get out of that situation."
Can someone please bring up any other topic?
Save me from this.
I think it could have been
bring up any other topic.
It could have been like, No, I think that's probably the worst it could be. That worst type of camp that it could have been.
It was pretty bad. I mean, I think I'm even forgetting a part where I was like, no, I thought you said the camp was called blah, blah, blah.
No, God, you tried to pretend that it wasn't happening.
I actually did. I just blocked it out till now.
No, the camp.
Because
it was
in our
Sunshine.
neighborhood, I actually know the camp for kids that have cancer because I knew someone who used to work there.
Right.
And so I was like, but wait a second, it's not this camp. And he's like, yeah.
I fucking said it, dummy.
As if I know what camp he went to and worked at more than he did.
said it.
Anyway, it was
I
it
think
was
lesson
a low
is
moment.
Just don't
It was a
insert
low-
yourself into
And
conversation.
I said, I'm really sorry. I couldn't hear you. Let's please move on. Anyway, my
That's
turn,
a
right?
terrible story. I've had a few fundamentals, but
Okay, it was a terrible one.
recently that bad.
Okay, hold on. Let's
Yeah.
oh, we keep forgetting to set this. Okay.
Yeah, your vessel.
Wait. Can I take one that I actually see and I really want to talk about? Let's talk about psychics.
Did I spell it right, by the way?
Yeah, you totally did.
Psychics. Yeah, that was my topic.
I mean,
I don't know even what I want to
Actually,
say
you didn't
about
because
it.
you wrote psychics. But pretty close.
No,
Psychics.
you might be excited to talk about psychics.
Wait, but why did you choose that?
I want to talk about side chicks.
Psychics.
Side chicks are like cyborgs, but they're just girls. No, there's no such thing as a side chick. I'm obviously kidding. I also still don't know how to spell psychic. Psychic.
Let's check.
How to spell psychic? It is side chick. Then you spelled side chicks too. Side chicks.
Isn't it psychics?
Side chicks is psychics.
Psychics is psychics. I don't think I've ever written the right word psychic.
Psychic. I had nothing to really say about the topic, only that I wondered what your point of view on psychics were. Do they have it? Do they not?
Here's a crazy story, man.
Oh man, story. This is a fireside chat. Tell me, Grandma. Tell me.
Fireside chat. Okay.
What does it feel like?
One of the best scenes
That's
of
what I
any
liked to
movie.
watch it the other day. What does it feel like?
Seen it 1,000 times.
Pineapple Express, highly recommend if you haven't seen it.
Denied!
No, he's like,
No, he doesn't say denied. He says,
dangerous, confiscated,
no.
contraband. What is the word he said?
Illegal! He's fucking spitting. Such a good line.
Watch the movie. Okay, what's the psychic
so the
story?
point is-
Psychic stories.
On the next episode of Fireside Chats. Okay, so basically, obviously some psychics are total bullshit and there's nothing to it. And then you watch, like, The Medium. Why am I blanking on her name? I freaking love her.
Gail?
No!
Gail.
Long Island Medium. What's her real name?
I never watched Long Island.
Oh, she's amazing. She's legitimately amazing. But anyway, it's TV, right? So you're also like, is this...
We didn't even get to
Is this amazing or is this not amazing? Anyway, so my friend has a friend who's like done a lot of research into this, and she totally believes in this kind of stuff. She's also like super connected with different types of like kind of spiritual individuals. They all kind of do different things or like read different things. But
Okay.
she
They go
has
for
like
different-
a classic
they have a Friday night
psychic or
psychic
medium.
group.
Well, only one of them I think is a psychic. What I'm trying to say is I think the others have other kinds of
as a mentalist.
expertise, all towards like being
I think they like to call it
happiness
gifts.
and gifts. Okay, sorry, they have different gifts. So anyway, and what I'm saying is the stories that I hear from her are like amazing. Real stuff. So I don't know. It makes you go like.
I had like
that's
a couple
pretty
of
crazy.
moments where I'm like, okay, I feel like I predicted that. And I'm like, was that just like the probable outcome or was that a prediction?
Good question.
Or just like something that was going to happen,
Yeah.
you know?
Or like just the power of the mind. You believe it and
it happens.
you make it happen.
Yeah. But I'm like a bystander. But I don't really. I'd like to. I think it's in the whole like psychics is in the same box as ghosts.
I was just about to say,
like,
what about ghosts?
I guess I believe it, and I also can't at the same time. But I do.
I know. My logical scientific mind is like, no. But who gives a shit? Obviously, I hope they're real. I desperately want to be a ghost. I've told my kids when I die,
Right.
I will absolutely haunt them if I can.
And didn't we have a code word, which now I've forgotten? You and I had a code word.
Well, I guess I wasn't very good. We did have a code word.
Was it ring or something?
Maybe it should just be ghosts. I'm a ghost. We'll have to make...
It's not specific enough. How do I know it's you?
Okay, well then, we're not remembering whatever it is. We need a different plan. If you feel haunted when I'm dead, it's me.
No, but
I'm haunting
sometimes
you.
I feel haunted anyway.
You know what, though? My youngest sees ghosts, and they swear by this.
Yeah, I don't totally disagree. I mean, both things we have a ghost in the house. Not that I think he just likes that shit. I don't think he necessarily sees them. But I told you, I think we have a ghost in the house now. But tell me a story about.
No, I was just gonna say, like, she like since she was very, very, very little, she's been saying she sees things when there's nothing there. That's kind of always happened, and I thought it was gone for like maybe 2 years. She hadn't said anything, and then we were at the doctor's office, the new doctor's office.
Yeah.
We're in a waiting room. You know, like how it's all kind of like huge open concept, but there's like different areas that you can sit with like half partitions. So in our area, there was nobody. And so there was a baby like far away. And she's like, oh, look at that baby and that dad. And I was like, oh yeah.
And you were like, what, baby and dad?
No. There's a baby and a dad.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, look at that. And she said, there's also a little baby. Not a little baby, a little child over here.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you see a little child over there? She walks like 3-4 steps away from me, bends down, and is like looking at the void. And she's like, yeah. And I said, is it a girl baby or a boy baby? She goes back, checks, and comes back, and she's like, it's a little boy baby, and he has a mom with him. And she's like, I think he has a brother too. And then she walks back over, does her peering at it again, comes back, she's like, no, there's no brother. And I was like, that's just crazy.
God.
What are you doing? She's like, he's sitting in a seat and the mom's with him. It's friggin' weird.
That's so...
Like, that's pretty detailed for my 5-year-old child. Look, she's making it up, maybe, but like,
Yeah.
this is her whole life. It's sort of been like that.
God, I have the chills with that.
Yeah. And it'd always be like, why did she have to walk or like bend down and look at something? And like, she sees something and might, look at that person biking. That is so amazing.
So cute.
Look at the little baskets.
So cute.
Those people are living their best life. We get vibes. You have a vibe.
I do. I have a sick bike that wrong about me.
Anyway, that's the story. So, I want to believe in ghosts. Your turn.
I think I do believe in ghosts. And I think I do believe in psychics. But I have never gone to a psychic because I guess I'm too afraid. So I must believe in them in some shape.
What are you afraid of? We don't have bad shit.
Yeah, what am I afraid
But
of?
like these psychics that I'm talking about, that like I've heard stories of, it's more that they're telling you stuff of, they're more mediums, I guess. Like I've never heard of anybody who's like, you shall have
your reward.
you shall have your reward.
What are your favorite smells?
Coffee is my number one favorite smell.
No way.
It's in the top 3.
Okay, that's a good one. It is delicious.
Can you guys? Oh, my cup looks disgusting.
It looks super crunchy. Do you want to see
the
this pile
smell? Would you like to see this disgusting
Coffee's
shit?
my
I'm
favorite
drinking?
smell when I'm drinking a pile of mud.
It had like the skin you warmed of the milk
I
is
know.
in there.
One of possibly the most disgusting
The coffee
things
is delicious.
of life is milk skin.
Milk skin's so gross.
I don't need it. Okay, I'll hit you with one of mine.
Hit me.
I love the smell of freshly baked bread.
Oh, that's in there.
I'll
That's the top
seek
3.
it out.
That's the
I'll
top
seek
3.
it out.
In Paris, you get that smell all the time.
In Montreal, like right next door, there was one that we go all the time. I was just like in the morning.
That's beautiful.
This is amazing.
I'll tell you what, like, I used to think, like, I don't know, there was a craze, I feel like, when we were like maybe in high school or something, maybe I was in my early 20s, I feel like everybody had scented candles. Scented candles! And like everyone had them. It was all the rage. And I got so sick of them. And it was like, freaking everyone has scented candles. You're giving each other candles. They last 17 years. Okay. So I had a huge hiatus, like where I was boycotting scented candles.
Yeah.
And about
Fuck those guys.
2 years ago or something, Kim got me back into them.
Yeah, I'm big into them too now.
And there's so many better scents.
The scents are amazing. Like
Sandalwood
and whiskey.
Sandalwood is so good. But also, like, you can get ones that are like the mood. So it's like lakeside or woodsy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love
like they paint woodsy
stuff.
ones. I like a woodsy. Another favorite smell is freshly sawed wood.
So good. Like a cedar sauna.
It's gorgeous.
Do you love a cedar sauna?
I do like a cedar sauna, but it's not
or
as
like
good
a
as
cedar.
freshly
Remember our cedar closet in our
closet was dope. Cedar.
It smells.
Cedar. It's funny you say that because actually I would say birch, like that Christmas birch, is another favorite smell of mine.
Christmas tree is a good smell.
Which goes off of that. So those would probably be my top 3.
Those are good smells.
Favorite smells.
Those are good smells. Good smells.
Vessel. Tis you.
Okay, hold on. I just read one of mine and made me laugh. I hope I didn't pick it. Don't pick it.
I don't want.
I hope I don't pick it.
That was a crisp honey apple, honey crisp.
Did you say crisp honey? Okay, it's one of yours. Best and worst thing. This is so good.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Best and worst thing about the Middle Ages.
Yeah, because I can think of a lot of bad things, and I can almost not think of any good things. So,
for fireside chats,
best and worst things. Do you want to go first? Do you have a thought?
I have a thought, but you wrote the question. I'm sure you have a thought. You have thoughts.
I mean,
what's your best? What's your worst?
Unquestionably, the worst part of the Middle Ages is the lack of showers.
Ooh, I was gonna say heat. I could probably rub a balsam fir on my tits, but I need to be warm. Like, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, when you have bone chill, the only thing that can warm you is like a hot shower and like heated indoor area. Bone chill is bad, man.
But like you could have fire heat.
But like if you're outdoors with the fire and you don't have insulation, you don't have a hot shower. I guess shower, it's related. But it's the heat. You need the heat like, soaking into your bones, or else you never quite get
warm.
You still got in the interior bone chill. Bone chill's the worst.
Well, that's why I don't want to
stink it up for the
I don't want to take cold,
but I can't be cold.
I would be like that person who would be like
boiling their water,
and like filling it up like continuously. Like my fire would have like I'd have like a big pot. With
I guess I could do that.
And I would just pour it in. But I think even just like the teeth, like not brushing the teeth.
Not brushing the teeth is
like,
very high up there. Very high up there. But they have
like dirt in my nails.
But I've seen their old school, like the first toothbrushes.
You've seen the first. I've seen the first.
I've seen the first toothbrushes. They were tough on the old gums.
Yeah, they were like made of horsehair, right? Hay or something. What were they made of?
Yes, made of hay.
What were they? What were they made out of?
Honestly, you're right. They were made of some kind of hair, but I'm trying to remember because.
What could it be? Like a horse tail or?
I don't know. But you're right. The dirty
cowhide.
The dirty teeth would be absolutely disgusting.
And I can't think of a good part of the Middle Ages unless I was like the queen or the queen's servant.
Not having so much technology so that you're not triple bazillion multitasking every single moment of your life where you're trying to work and look after your kids and your phone's going off and you still have to send this email for whatever.
Well, maybe you're still multitasking, but you're just like looking after your kids and you're skinning a pig and you're trying to stoke the fire.
I just don't think there was as much distraction. Like you still didn't have your phone going off.
That's a nice thing.
And there's negatives to that too. Like, hello, I'm a music junkie and I need music. Yeah. That would be really, really hard.
In those times,
but if I could pay a harvest,
because you wouldn't know that there was like
You wouldn't know that you were missing
like Elton
Drake.
John. Yeah, Drake. Damn it! I'm
really missing massive.
Too bad I'm in the Middle Ages. I can't hear Drake's new album. You would be like, oh man, Jimmy just played the lute like a fucking boss at the bonfire, and it was dope.
Jimmy
so
does play a sick lute.
You would have.
What a call out.
I don't even know what a lute really is, but Jimmy can.
Did you pass the
Jimmy
sixth
can
grade?
play. He can play. You would not want for music. You would be well.
I think my point is like, without a doubt, technology has given us so much and it's amazing. However,
Yeah, you're right.
It is also very difficult
So that
to
would be
live
a
with.
nice thing about
and I
technology.
think in many ways, and I would love, we're all meant to disconnect and whatever, but even when you disconnect, there's some part of your mind, at least for me, I'm
That's
thinking
connected.
about, well, half a day's gone by, I probably have 30 to 50 work emails. Oh, the end of the day has come. I'm probably close to 100 emails that I haven't responded to. Now it's the end of the weekend. I have almost fucking 200 emails by the time Monday hits.
Probably a thing.
You come Monday morning, you're
You
supposed
would
to be
still be like-
disconnected.
You would still be like,
Even if you put an out in office, it does get out in office. Why am I saying that? Out of office. It's still, they're still there.
They're still there. I know, but I think in the Middle
Especially
Ages,
the
you would
more
still have. You'd be like, I have these 50
leadership you
sheets.
have.
Ah, damn it, I have these 100 sheets. And I say sheets loosely because I don't even think they
Why?
had
Because-
sheets.
Are you talking about like, this isn't Harry Potter. There's no fucking owls coming and giving you my scrolls, man.
No, I'm talking about literally bed sheets. That would be your job.
For washing the bed sheets?
Yeah, that you. It
But
would
that
be
could just be my whole. Hey, it's hard work. It's hard work. You're outside in the cold. You're shitting in a fucking hole in the ground.
I have mine for what would be good.
Bad stuff is happening. Don't get me wrong. It's not a great life.
I think I would like.
But there's good shit about it.
I think I would like the rawness of the cuisine. Because you would have, I think I would like it because you would just have
I would eat
fat
bread only and fruit.
and I would eat bread only and fruit. You'd have bread, you'd have fat, you'd have very few spices that would be so interesting because you've never really heard of them before.
They just come out with basil. Holy shit! You've got to taste this. My God, just smell what I found in the ground
Nothing
here.
comes out of the bush.
No, it was like gross mushrooms and shit like that.
Yeah, but they had like, did they not have trade at that time? Or like, where was cinnamon?
I guess so, but they're eating like ferrets and shit. When did cinnamon come? I guess we're Googling when was cinnamon
They're eating
a thing.
quail, they're eating chickens, they're eating
Quail,
pork,
so
they're
gross.
eating
Cinnamon. Okay, hold on. No, sorry, I have to correct you.
bread,
When?
mutton. I don't know about mutton, but they would eat mutton probably. So that
I
would
don't
probably
even
be the only
eat
good
any of
thing
that.
about it is like
First of all, it came from Sri Lanka. Okay, first of all, this is according to thespruceeats.com, so let's just state. Cinnamomum zeylanicum dates back to Chinese writings of 2,800 BC, bro.
yeah, so they definitely had them in the Middle Ages.
Yaha. It is still known as kwai in the Cantonese language.
Yeah, that makes sense because
Look how
people are still
beautiful it
traveling.
looks. Cinnamon is lovely.
Cinnamon is beautiful. Another good smell, but too polarizing sometimes.
Well, it depends what you're doing with it.
All right, is
Okay.
it me?
Yeah, I think
Oh, we
we're
only have two more
on now.
topics. Okay.
2 more topics for fireside chats. Yeah!
Fart before you do.
No, this is the scenario.
Quick. What are
This
you
is the
doing?
scenario.
Where am I?
You're
going?
in a
meeting.
no, yes.
I'm in a meeting.
It's a meeting
And
with an important client,
Clients.
and you
Okay.
have laid an audible fart.
Audible, not
Okay,
silent.
let's do it both.
Okay, let's do
Silent,
both.
smelly,
And then an audible.
and then audible.
Why can't
Play that
Can
out
I
for me.
ask the question of why can't I just squeeze the audible fart in?
I know.
I would
Because
say
in
it's
this
like
case-
pretty
In
rare
this case, it's
that
just
like
coming.
an audible fart is escaping my ass if I don't want it to escape. Like if
I know.
if I
I'm gonna say it just
it
happened.
Like you just like
Listen,
and
I know.
all of a sudden you like happen to laugh and you fart at the same time.
Yeah.
I
Wait, are we doing audible first or
I'm
smelly
audible,
first?
I'm
Audible,
I
okay.
think I might disguise it
It with what?
With a chair movement.
I think that's the classic move.
Yeah. Just like
I'll tell you though,
What was
in
that?
most of the rooms where we have our offices, we're talking
wheelie chairs.
carpet and wheelie chairs.
Do I keep bang on the table?
I guess though. Whoa!
Or you start coughing.
Whoa! Yeah, you'd have to cough.
Sorry, guys.
Also, though, farts are always funny, so do you just laugh?
But you said it's an important.
It's an important client. That's why I'm posing it as it's an important client.
Okay, maybe if I had gonads, and maybe next time I'll try this. I could potentially try it and report
I mean,
back.
you have some big clients.
Well, let's say I fart audibly. I could just look at the clients and be like, I'm so relatable. Like,
so relatable.
so relatable.
Okay, well that's hilarious.
Now,
Now silent but deads.
obviously, silent but deadly, you just stay quiet because it's like,
And you just
everybody
be like,
knows.
mystery.
That's almost worse because it's like everybody
But
knows.
do
someone
you,
did it.
I
would never
when
admit
people
it.
start smelling it and you see their face, do you also feign, oh,
Do I
God,
pretend?
I just smelled it.
I always say, because I silent but deadly fart often. So if I'm in the company of someone I like love, almost anyone I've met,
Yeah.
I'll tell them it was me farting.
100%.
But like at work, you said,
Yeah.
I would be like, it's not over here. I don't smell anything.
They could be right next to you though. Then you're
Be like, oh, and then you go into their space and you're like, yeah, it smells like shit. No, it's roses where I'm at. Your fucking place smells like shit. You're obviously the one who farted.
that's good.
That's what I would do. What would you do?
That's great. I mean, I guess I do a combination of those things. I might actually, even for the audible, just pretend like I didn't hear anything. Be dead. I'll just be so deadpan.
Just play it off like they're the ones who heard.
I really wish I could fart now, just to play it off. Like,
I have no farts.
make a fart noise for me. That's how I play it off. Just total deadpan, but it's coming out of my own ass. Okay.
What about?
Last one. Food truck.
Oh, that's the last one. I couldn't remember what I did. I guess it's like, what kind of food truck would you have?
Food trucks are so good. I wish there were more in my life. Like,
I know it's because
I work
they
in
have
such
those
a weird
the
area.
permanent-
There's nothing around us.
Toronto-
We should have food
Permanent.
Food chicks.
Food chicks.
We should have food trucks.
Psychics and food chits.
Yeah.
Chits.
Well, psychics was correct. Okay. What kind
Well,
of food
I've
truck
seen a
would
lot
you
of
have?
food trucks lately because I guess like I've been to a lot of festivals. I just find they all have the same vibe, and even the ones
They
I
do.
don't think.
I was
they
gonna
have the
say, like,
same
I
vibe
just love
have the
Mexican
same
food
vibe.
so much
Yeah.
that it's hard for me to not think Mexican, and there's so many amazing Mexican food
Okay,
trucks.
that's
That
good.
court we had the other day was insane.
What court?
The corn, sorry, I burped as I was talking. The corn with
That
the queso on it.
corn was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was on point, man.
That you can make that at home super easy.
Well,
Check out one of our
I'm sure.
cooking bits. I'll do it soon. I just think that the food trucks just had this explosion and so many things are out there that it's hard to find its own niche within the food truck space. So I might do something like Lux because there's no Lux food truck.
what's Lux? Like Lux?
No, that would be like the last thing I would
Yeah.
ever do.
What do
I
you
mean,
mean
like
by Lux?
luxury, like
You give a fucking gourmet food truck.
luxury truffles, and
Your food truck's making a lot of money, I guess.
yeah, guess. Or we go under in 6 months. It's a toss up.
I'm sure someone somewhere has done luxury food trucks.
And
Let us know.
What about like luxury, like coffees, things that are
What
caviar.
do you mean gourmet?
Just
maybe?
caviar by the tablespoon. People eat it by the tablespoon. You don't.
I wouldn't eat any of those things except with a good coffee.
I wouldn't go in your neighborhood. I would go somewhere where Lux people want to eat.
Now, does anybody actually like that food?
Caviar?
Yeah.
I
You
heard
like
it's the
it?
best bite of food ever. I've never had it.
I couldn't get past the texture. I'm sure it's
I
amazing.
think you could.
I'm sure it's amazing. I can't. I don't even like truffles. The smell, the mushroomy. Ugh.
It's
I've
polarized.
tried
It's
so many
polarized.
times to do truffles.
It's polarized.
So many times.
You don't need to do it. You don't need to.
There was one thing you gave me once
It was
that
honey,
had a
truffle,
little bit of
honey.
truffle. That was,
The crepe with the honey truffle. I know, 'cause it's
acceptable.
beautiful.
but it was not even enjoyable for me.
Okay, what kind
But
of...
anyway,
So
many
you're
people love it. It's
Mexican
delicious.
And
It's
I'm
great.
luxury.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's original, but
let's just say this.
I do love it.
My food truck is not pulling me back from walking the tunnel
Hey, that's a good callback.
in the light. Like, I'm not looking back to my food truck and being like, I'm coming back for
Well,
that.
maybe not to mine, but I'm sure to
I'm
someone's I
probably
might.
leaving that well behind.
All right.
But I did always want to do like an event with like super experimental foods that are really things that you would never really have general access to. Like maybe caviar is one of it, but like very offshoot cuisines from around the world.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not like I'm not talking like ramen noodle station. I'm talking like a tarantula station where like you're eating something really freaking weird.
You really want to have weird food, man.
But there's like foodies out there that probably have never tried something that like maybe they want to know
Yeah.
what
You
that
still have
is.
to like make money off the food truck. You just need to like appeal to people. How many people want to like a bite full of crickets?
You're not eating a fucking spoon of crickets. You're seasoning your food with crickets. Or like in guacamole.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway,
sounds great.
I moved past the food truck. But I don't think I would own a food truck at the end of the day. It would not be my shtick.
I love them though. They're great.
They are great. I also find that they all have like their own version of protein. Oh, did our fire go out?
No, I was just about to say, as we wrap, so has our fire died down.
Oh, let's walk towards the light of this video. She farted. That's why she just
I'm paying my solemn
respects
to the fire.
video. My nail fell off, and so this is just in my hand. All right, guys. Well, that was our mini-sode of the day with Sarah. So
Fireside chats.
no, sorry. The loot.
Now you're a snake.
Snake would be something that not a lot of people have eaten, but a lot of people would want to try. Like Bo would probably eat snake. Again, the reason we do these videos is just to laugh and to have a good time. So you yourself seek someone or something that makes you laugh, seek it out, and make sure you're laughing to have a good time. Take care of yourself, and that's it. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks. That was audible. I'm fucking leaving now.
Holy shit. It wasn't. I hope. I'm gonna go.